situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down with 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Jets at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
First throw going into the hands of Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19 tight.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd and 10. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, he go for it. It's Brady. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. 18, Buccaneers. 65.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Buffalo. 18.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady under pressure, and they got to him again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Throwing now is Brady. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run on 1st down. Cartwright, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sailed. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Williams brings it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18, Pioneer.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second and goal. Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 22. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Meanwhile, Brady's throws on target to Likely. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Brady to throw again. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's probably something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
79 Broncos. Left wing 19.
But first down, Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Panther. 18 Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down is Brady. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Brady going to go on 4th down.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a...
You're embarrassing us.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Brady got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Washington now brings this out, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and
feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll try the option on 3rd down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Come on. Hey, knock it right. Back at 60. Cut 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's got a man, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Brady now to throw. Touchdown, Saints.
Isaiah Likely.
27 yards.
And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80. 18 Randall, 18 Hurt.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 44 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Becker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allowed.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
60, 19 right. 60.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To try again after the sack. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Bean. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
60 Bobcats, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess they were just taking it literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play.